Is dead after a suspected animal attack in Knott County. We'll have new information, and we'll show you how a group is helping Whitley County flood victims today.
And I hope you enjoy the sunshine today because clouds increase as we head into your Thursday. First at 4 is next.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, there are still a lot of questions surrounding what killed a 13-year-old Knott County boy. Kentucky State Police are heading up the investigation. WYMT's Will Puckett has the latest.
Yeah, the spot where this attack happened is off up to my right here. I'm in the Emelina community of Knott County. The details are extremely limited right now, but what we do know and can tell you is that it happened around 6 o'clock last night. A report came in of a child attacked by some sort of animal off of Kentucky 1102. While details are extremely limited right now, we do know that there is no immediate threat to the surrounding community.
Something has happened in this community in Emelina, Knott County, and we would just urge people to be very cognizant of their surroundings. Be careful about the things that you have around your home. Any type of potential food source for a wild animal, secure those in garbage cans, containers, whatever you have to do, or not even, put them out.
While no name of this child involved has been released, we did get a hold of Knott County Schools Superintendent Kim King. She did confirm to us that this child was not a student in Knott County Schools. In Knott County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials again do not know what killed the boy, but an autopsy showed the injuries were consistent with an animal attack.
Well, we've seen that gorgeous sunshine throughout the day today, but that's not going to last too much longer as we head into tomorrow. More clouds will move back into the forecast. We'll go ahead and take you up to a few of those cameras, though. Stonecrest, absolutely gorgeous up there. Really not a cloud in the sky. Few high clouds over on top of Buffalo Mountain, but right now it's gorgeous. So get out this evening and enjoy it while you can. Tomorrow will be a little bit more on the gloomy side. Now, we did see a few clouds a little bit earlier this morning. Now, those have moved out very quickly. And like I said, we've seen sunshine throughout the day, but more clouds are expected tonight, and especially as we head into your Thursday. Temperatures are very mild right now. Upper 40s for a lot of us. Some of us a little bit on the cooler side, looking over into Wise and Pikeville, 43 and 44 degrees, those mid 40s up into Moorhead. So as we head into tonight, we're going to continue to see those chilly temperatures. We're going to get a little bit chillier as we head into tomorrow, but there's those clouds increasing throughout the night. A lot of us dropping into about those lower 30s, some of us into the upper 20s as you're waking up tomorrow. And we could be talking about a little bit of rain and maybe even some snow by tomorrow. I'll have a little bit more on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paige. The flood cleanup continues across southeastern Kentucky, and some needed a little more help than others. WYMT's Lacey Roberts has more for Whitley County.
Yeah, Steve, as you mentioned, some flood victims were waiting to clean out their homes, making sure that any additional rainfall would not cause further damage to their homes. But now they have that additional help that they will need. Team Rubicon is here, and they are made up of experienced veterans and first responders. Now there are 19 people and 4 strike teams out in Whitley County today, and their jobs here to gut those floors, pull up those carpets, pull back that drywall, anything that's going to be holding any of that mold or mildew that can cause serious health problems. Now I talked to Territory Planning Manager Tim Anders, and he says that this is really important that they get those things out so that people can really move on.
People don't understand that once the building materials have been soaked with river water, flood waters, that is a place for mold to start growing with that'll cause like respiratory issues and long-term health issues.
Seeing that process happen from beginning to end, there are many hiccups that can possibly happen, not knowing the construction of the home or how much that damage really goes deep in. So planning for that 1 to 2 days per home can actually extend longer into 3 or 4 days, but they are prepared for that when it does happen. In Whitley County, Lacey Roberts, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Team Rubicon does all of their work free of charge. They say it's a way to give back to those who've supported them for their many years of service. The top contenders in the Democratic presidential race will square off tonight in Las Vegas. It will be the first major test for newcomer Mike Bloomberg's campaign. The former Republican mayor of New York City will be one of 6 candidates on the debate stage, having just qualified with his strong showing in recent polls. But some candidates took shots at Bloomberg last night.
Throwing colossal sums of money on television shows you what's wrong with our system.
As for Bloomberg, his team is ready for any criticism that he could face tonight. His campaign said the billionaire will sell his business if elected. A large number of supporters rallied today in Frankfort to push for a statewide fairness bill. Senate Bill 130 would ban discrimination based on gender or sexual orientation in Kentucky. It has more than half a dozen sponsors, including 3 Republicans. Olivia Russell is at the state capitol with more on some other proposed bills.
LGBTQ activists, state lawmakers, even the governor packed the Capitol Rotunda today, supporting equal rights and speaking out against bills they say would allow discrimination. Leaders for the Fairness Campaign are arguing against bills they say would restrict the LGBTQ community in areas like health care, restrooms at schools, and sports. But 3 bills would do the opposite. Senate Bill 85 and House Bill 199 would ban conversion therapy by a licensed professional for minors. And the latest bill is a statewide fairness law, which would prohibit LGBTQ discrimination in areas like employment and housing. Some of the supporters of the bill include lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, and a big one, Governor Beshear, who says he supports all 3 of these bills.
Kentucky cannot reach its full potential if all of our people don't feel supported to be themselves and to reach out and stop discrimination. Yes. Discrimination against our LGBTQ brothers and sisters is absolutely unacceptable in this Commonwealth.
And so far, 18 Kentucky municipalities have adopted fairness ordinances, including Lexington, Georgetown, and Frankfort. But this new bill would make fairness a statewide law. At the Capitol, Olivia Russell, WKYT.
Beshear is the first sitting governor to ever attend the fairness rally at the Capitol. Following a terrifying crash at the Daytona 500 Monday, NASCAR driver Ryan Newman walked out of the hospital today. Just 2 days after his crash, Newman was pictured spending time with his 2 daughters. Newman's car spun out and crashed just before he crossed the finish line. The car caught fire and rescue crews were forced to cut the roof to remove him. But again, he walked out of the hospital today, seems to be doing very well. About 500 passengers were allowed to leave the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan today, even as Japanese officials announced 79 more infections on the ship. Passengers who tested negative for the coronavirus began leaving the ship at the end of a much criticized 14-day quarantine period. The departure comes the same day Japanese officials announced more infections on board the ship, bringing the total to more than 600. There are now more than 73,000 confirmed cases worldwide and more than 1,800 deaths, nearly all in China. Let's head over to Wall Street now. This Wednesday afternoon, the Dow closes up today more than 115 points. Tonight, the Mountain Arts Center stage will host a telethon and concert, and it's all for children. The annual Judy's Place Telethon, hosted in partnership with WYMT and Gearhart Communications, kicks off in a couple of hours, giving people a glimpse into the work that Judy's Place does for kids in the region, allowing people a chance to donate to the cause while enjoying some mountain entertainment. But representatives say it's not about the music.
You would get to hear from law enforcement, prosecutors, volunteers, other partners about how the services of Judy's Place really help the children of our community. And anything we do to help children in our community really helps us all.
The telethon kicks off at 6 p.m. at the MAC. You can donate anytime by texting GIVE to 606-653-9704 or by visiting the Judy's Place website. Donations during the event can be called in to 606-637-GIVE. You can also watch the telethon emceed by our own Madison Pergram on our second channel, Heroes and Icons. Again, that starts at 6 tonight. Good Times actress Jeanette Dubois is dead. One of her daughters says she died peacefully in her sleep at her home in Glendale, California, Monday. Her death was unexpected since she had no underlying health problems and even attended a Good Times reunion event just a few weeks ago. Dubois was best known for a role as Willona Woods. She also wrote and sang Moving On Up, which was the theme song for another Norman Lear sitcom, The Jeffersons. She's survived by 3 children and grandchildren. Dubois was 74. Straight ahead on First at 4, it's a story going viral, but make sure you stick with us and you'll find the bigger meaning behind the touching moment.
And clouds move back in tomorrow, and some of us could be looking at a little bit of a rain and snow mix. So we'll have more on that coming up.